Hello, my friend. How are you? Today, in episode 4, the single most important thing you need to know about desire outwits Mother Nature. Napoleon Hills book, Think and Grow Rich, has been the bestseller of all time. It has impacted thousands and thousands of people. Watch the video and stay till the end for not one but two incredible gifts that I only give to people who are genuinely interested in changing their lives. Desire is the starting point for all achievement. Every person who wins but in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Only by doing so can one be sure of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win, which is essential to success. This is especially true for entrepreneurs, digipreneurs, wannapreneurs, solopreneurs, mompreneurs, dadpreneurs, affiliate marketers, digital marketers, online marketers, and businessmen or businesswomen. Check out earlier episodes in the links below. Subscribe, link, share, and comment. If this episode receives 1,000 likes, I will create more episodes to share more of these secrets to getting rich. In this episode, we'll discuss about how Napoleon Hill's younger son Blair was born without ears, and the doctor's prognosis was that he would be deaf and mute for life. Nature could have given him a son without ears, but it could not prevent his son from hearing. How that would happen, he was not sure, but it would happen nevertheless. Hill noticed that the child had slight hearing, and he decided to fill the boy's mind with a burning desire to hear and speak. Hill recalls the words of the great Emerson: "The whole course of things goes to teach us faith. We need only obey. There is guidance for each of us, and by lowly listening, we shall hear the right word." Hill bought a Victrola home, and Blair appropriated it and heard through bone conduction. Hill told Blair that his hearing impairment was not a disadvantage but an advantage. His teachers would notice that he did not have ears and would treat him with extreme kindness. And he would also have an advantage over his elder brother, who was into selling newspapers, as other people would see that Blair did not have ears, but since he was industrious, they would pay him more than they would his elder brother. This continued. The Hills ensured that their son Blair never felt self-conscious about his lack of hearing and speech, and they encouraged him. They put him into a regular school, and they had arguments with the teachers, heated arguments in fact, but they ensured that he studied in the school where normal children studied, and he didn't go to a special school. One fine day, the Hill couple had gone out on some work, and in the afternoon, while everybody, the servants and all that, were asleep, the child Blair just slunk out through the window, went to the neighborhood shoemaker, borrowed 6 cents, bought newspapers, sold them, reinvested, sold out, and continued to do that till the evening. And he was exhausted. He went back to the neighborhood shoemaker, returned his 6 cents and came home and out of exhaustion just slept. The Hills came back in the night and they found that Blair was asleep in bed with the coins clutched in his fist. Mrs. Blair opened the hand and saw the coins that the child had earned by selling newspapers. She was totally overcome with grief and started crying. She felt that her son had taken such a big risk by going out and, you know, trying to sell newspapers, and she felt bad about it. Mr. Hill was very happy that his son Blair had learnt a life's lesson and had gone around, uh, met the disadvantages straight head on, and figured out a way to how to work through those disadvantages. Hill realized that Blair had learnt a very good life's lesson that would stand him in good stead through the rest of his life. And by the way, Blair made 42 cents profit that day. Later on, Blair was experimenting with two hearing aids. The first one was not a very good experience. He could barely hear anything and he was very disappointed. And then he received the second hearing aid, which he kind of carelessly plugged into his ears and found that it worked. He could hear normally and he could hear very clearly. And he was so excited, he went on the phone, called his mother, and for the first time, he could hear her voice very clearly. He could speak, and she could hear him as well. This really excited him so much. And the next day, when he went to college, he was in the last year of his college, he could hear his lecturers and the teachers lecture very clearly, and that really was a wonder for this boy Blair, because this was for the first time that he was listening to words spoken by his teachers and lecturers very clearly. Otherwise, they had to come very close to him and shout at the top of their voice for him to be able to hear. So this was his this experience, I would say. He then decided that he would dedicate his life towards helping those who are deaf and mute. He studied the company, their products, their marketing plans, and created a 3-year marketing plan and presented it to the company. They were so happy to see this that they gave him a position. He worked in that company and dedicated the rest of his life towards helping those who were deaf and mute. Hill also talks about the case of Madame Schumann Hink, who was rejected and humiliated by the director of the Vienna Court Opera when she went for a voice test as a child. The director of the opera knew about the techniques of singing, but he never knew about the power of desire. Madame Schumann Hink was a genius, and she later on became a great singer and made a great name for herself in singing. Similarly, Mr. Hill talks about a colleague who was very sick and was operated upon, and the doctor who operated said that he would not recover. But the colleague's determination was so strong that he pulled through. Hill states that he believes in the power of desire backed by faith because he has seen this power lift men and women from lowly beginnings to places of power and wealth, seen it rob the grave of its victims, seen it serve as the medium by which people staged a comeback after having been defeated in 100 different ways, seen it provide his son with a normal, happy, successful life in spite of failure, having sent him, in spite of nature, having sent him into the world without ears. Through some strange and powerful principle of mental chemistry which she has never divulged, nature wraps up in the impulse of strong desire that something which recognizes so much, so no such word as impossible, and accepts no such reality as failure. So, how can we harness the power of desire? Stay tuned to further episodes as we reveal more about the power of desire coupled with the other principles mentioned in the book Think and Grow Rich. Now, I want to offer to you two incredible offers. The first one, do you want a dream business online, which means that you earn a lot of money? Do you want a lifestyle of freedom, which means that you do not worry about money or working in a job? Do you want massive passive recurring income, which means that you work smart instead of working hard? Do you want to run a business without an office, employees, products, and services, which means that your expenses can be very low and you can work from anywhere? Do you want to earn more while you are asleep than you can spend when you are awake, which means that you are financially free? If you answered yes to any of the above, I have a special gift for you. If you have watched this video this far, I know that you are committed to changing your life, and I want to do everything to help you. I'm offering a free course only for a limited time. Click on the button given in the link below and begin to change your life. The link is https://freedom-challenge. And now the second offer. Is it okay if we can sweeten this even further? I invite you to a free masterclass with my friend and mentor Vic Strisius on how to build a dream business online in 30 days and earn up to $1,000 per month. Sounds interesting? Click on the link to watch the life-changing masterclass now. Thank you, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.